Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, as all praises to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is the so-called black man, the so-called Negro. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Brakathum, to all the Akim out there that's pushing this truth, while Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Brakathum, to all the elders out there who labor in this truth. What you see before you is the 12 tribes chart, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians. You have two kingdoms within the nation of Israel, because when you do your history, the nation of Israel split into two kingdoms after the death of King Solomon. So with that being said, you have the southern kingdom, which consists of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which are you Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. And then Simeon on down, which consists of you so-called Hispanics and Native American Indians and Seminole Indians. And Ephraim is the head tribe of the northern kingdom, and Judah is the head tribe of the southern kingdom, which is the house of Judah. And Judah is the head tribe of all the tribes, okay, which are you so-called Negroes. But what I want to get into, Shalakia, in this video, is that where you're born does not determine your nationality, okay? Because people misconstrue this all the time, man. Okay? They don't understand that just because you were born somewhere doesn't mean that that's your nationality, man. Okay? I be having to explain this all the time to people, man. Okay? You know, if my parents, right? If my mom was pregnant with me in America, and then Salakia, yeah, con. If she was pregnant with me and if she was pregnant with me in America, and and uh and she just wanted to move to China, and then she gave birth to me, would that mean that I'm Chinese? You know, makes no sense, man. No, I wouldn't be Chinese. I don't look like I'm Chinese. I don't talk like I'm Chinese. I don't have Chinese culture, so I wouldn't be Chinese, man. Okay, so where you're born, or where you live does not determine your nationality, man. Okay, and that goes for you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Seminole Indians, man. Just because you were born in America doesn't make you an American. Just because you were living in Africa doesn't mean that you're African, man. You fled there, but you're an Israelite. The seed of your father determines your nationality, not where you were born. But let me get this so I can show where this concept came from. This is First Maccabees, and it came from the so-called white men, of course. This is First Maccabees, the first chapter, and I'm gonna start at verse 41. It says, "Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people." So here goes King Antiochus saying that everybody is going to be one people. So, um, so if you're living in Greece, you're now going to call yourself a Greek. Verse 42, "And everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of Salakia. And everyone should leave his own laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king." Okay? So, and that's why you had Israelites calling themselves Greeks, man, because they were conforming to the Greek customs, man. Just like here in America, no different, man. A lot of you people, you so-called, especially talking to you so-called Negroes, okay, you call yourself Americans because you're conforming to the ways of America, man. Okay, but you're Israelites. Just because you were born here doesn't mean that you're an American, man. Okay, like I said, Like I said before, if you take a Chinese person, okay, you take a Chinese family and they move over here, to the so-called Americas, and they beget children. Does that mean that those children are freaking American? No. When they go do their SATs, or apply for a job, they're going to check off that they're Chinese. They're not going to say that they're American. You don't see anything. You don't see anything about a Chinese American. They're going to say that they're Chinese. Okay. So this this concept only goes over you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native and Seminole Indians, man. Especially you Negroes. Okay, especially you, the House of Judah. This go over your head, man. Now I'm going to use that example again. If a Chinese family flew from China to the so-called Americas, and that family, you know, you know, they grow and get more children, they're not going to be calling themselves Americans, man. Okay? Somebody asks them, they're going to say that they're Chinese. Or somebody's going to assume that they're Chinese. They're going to be practicing their Chinese culture and so on and so forth, man. They're not going to be Americans. Now, this is the same concept, that Paul had, man. Okay? Because Paul wasn't born in the land of Israel, man. So, this is the book of Acts, chapter 22. And I'm going to start at the first verse. It says, Men and brethren and fathers, hear ye my defense, which I make now unto you. And when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue to them, they kept the more silence. And he saith, I am verily a man which am a Jew. So Paul says that he is a Jew. He's from the house of Judah. Okay? That's what Jew means. Being from the house of Judah. You either from if you're a Jew, you're from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Either one, you're from the house of Judah. So I'm reading again, verse 3. I am verily a man which am a Jew, born in Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, okay, or Salakia. Okay, so Paul said that he was born in Tarsus, but his nationality is a Jew, yet brought up in this city at the feet of Gamaliel, and taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers, and was born, Salakia, and was zealous towards the Most High, as ye all are this day. You see that? So this man Paul just said that I am a Jew, but I was born in Tarsus. You see? And Tarsus is a city in Sicily, man. Now let me look up Tarsus. Tarsus. Okay. All right. Sicily, Roman province. Okay. Roman. You see that? Province of the Roman Republic and the Roman Empire. And that was not Jerusalem, Israel, man. I'm going to read it again. Acts 22 and 3 says, I am verily a man which am a Jew, born in Tarsus. So if this took place in America, Paul would have said this: I am verily a man which am a Jew, born in born in America, in the city of Philly or something, or born in born in born in Pennsylvania, or born in Pennsylvania, a state a state a state in Philly, you know? Same thing, man. Same thing. No different, man. There's no difference. So so where you're born doesn't determine your nationality. Now let me go to Romans. I may have said that wrong, but but you but you understand what I mean, man. You understand? This is Romans the 11th chapter and the first verse. It says, "I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people? Most High forbid, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin." So Paul just said he's from the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin, Bunyamin in the Hebrew, which is my tribe. Okay? So that's where so Paul is from the tribe of Benjamin, man, and he's from the seed of Abraham. The seed line of your fathers determine your nationality. Just like how you're a Jew, but you were just born in America, man. Or you're a Jew, but you were born in Jamaica. You're a Jew, but you were born in Africa, so on and so forth, man. Or you're Israelite. You know, you're from the Northern Kingdom. You're Israelite, but you were born, same case, man. You were just born in Philly, or you were born in New York, okay? But that doesn't determine your nationality. I just read in First Maccabees that King Antiochus said that everybody should be one people. Okay, so that's the so-called white man's concept. Is that the place you're born in? That's your nationality, which is dumb and stupid. Because everybody has their own nation. There's nations of people in the earth. Okay. Um. Same case with Moses, man. It's the same case with Moses. The book of Exodus. The book of Exodus, chapter 2 and 1. It says, "And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi, and the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him, that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months." And this is talking about Moses, man. Verse 3, "And when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime, and with pitch, and put the child therein, and she laid in the flags by the river brink. And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it." I'm gonna skip down. No matter if I'm gonna keep reading. "And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him, and said, This is one of the Hebrews' children. Then said his sister, the Pharaoh's daughter, Shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, Go. And the maid went and called the child's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, Take this child away, and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. and she called his name Moses, and she said, because I drew him out of the water. And it came to pass, verse 11, in those days when Moses was grown. So Moses grew up in Egypt, man. That he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens. You see, this talking about the Israelites in slavery, and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren. You see, so Moses is an Israelite, man, but he grew up, in the Egyptian household, man. Just like how the Israelites, when they were in bondage, they kept growing and growing, but them children wasn't Egyptian. They were Israelites that were born in Egypt, man. You know, simple concept, man. Where you're born doesn't determine your nationality. Okay, so get that out of your mind. Okay, the so-called white man is a damn liar. All right, but Lord willing, your few brothers, your few sisters were edified. When I say call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Barakathum. With that being said, Shalom.